In this week's Torah portion, we see Jacob's supplanting of Esav's birthright. However, what currently exists in the world is the exact opposite. Judaism has been hijacked by people who idolize Esav and who want to become Esav, the legionnaire, rather than the druid. Esav, according to the oral tradition, is the Roman progeny of what is Western civilization, specifically the power of military might and money. The Torah describes the primordial struggle between these two archetypal siblings, Jacob and Esav. Jacob represents the man learned in the holy writ, the introvert according to Neumann, and Esav is the man of the field, the hunter and the deceiver. Rashi says that Esav is a trapper of man, using his words. He deceives his father by asking about whether salt needs tithing. Salt doesn't need tithing. Such a question reflects an attempt at displaying a false righteousness and scrupulosity. While out of sight, he murders, commits adultery, and worships idols. This is in fact how the rest of the world views the Western nations: self-righteous, proud, but deeply immoral and murderous. The Jewish nation of today may think of them as having overcome Esav, as Esav has come to its aid, but in fact we have striven in every way to become Esav, forfeiting the inheritance of the mitzvahs in Torah to those who will truly strive for it, in all its aspects. The worship of the secular state, the sanctification of the IDF to commit wholesale slaughter, and to manifest leaders, Netanyahu and Trump, who lies for nothing but their self-gain, reflects our own nation's corruption. White Jews, not only not acknowledging their racial privilege, participate in movements that harm the rights of marginalized groups, especially Palestinians. Anything for power, everything for power. Genocidal TikTok, racist social media posts, and the fight against anything left or woke is not in the spirit of Torah. There is no derech eretz, there is no morality in such actions, and is devoid of any holy or justifiable intention, only for power. Rabbis who use their platform not to further Torah learning, but to crush dissent and label those who hold different views as Erev Rav, the mixed multitude, or worse, deserve to have their platforms removed or boycotted. The real identity of Jews is in the Torah. The true self of mankind is within all our native cultures. Rav Kook, a Zionist whose inclinations differ widely from those today, describes the Jewish concept of tshuva not as repentance from sin, but returning to God. Far from the view of obliging God due to the fear of fire and brimstone, the meritorious actions prescribed by the Torah are guidelines to our own individuation, which Jung describes as finding one's own identity. This is critical to the development of a healthy personality and finding wholeness. God is not in those who claim to speak in his name. God is in the heart of every person.